Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? There we go. My name is Alan Omoto. I'm the Dean of Faculty and the Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Pitzer College. And it's with great pride and excitement that I welcome you today as we celebrate Pitzer's class of 2023. This is an important and joyous academic occasion. It is the end of one journey as well as the launch to the next one. To celebrate without disruption to today's program and to make this a memorable experience for all of the graduates, friends and families, honored guests, I thank you in advance for avoiding use of any noise amplification devices, such as air horns, or creating any amplified sound until the ceremony has concluded. And if you haven't done so already, I invite you to silence your phones for the duration of the ceremony. I thank you for your cooperation. And with that, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Interim President Jill Klein, who will preside over today's ceremony.
Good morning, Pitzer College, and all of the friends and family that are gathered here today. We welcome you to the 59th commencement of Pitzer College. This is a day of joy and celebration. My heartfelt congratulations to our 2023 graduates. Today, we honor the culmination of your college careers and the commencement of the rest of your lives. We celebrate all of it and all of you. Here with us on our happy occasion today are members of our Board of Trustees and our Board Chair, Donald Gould. Trustees, will you please stand? Don, you go down. You can go down. I would also like to recognize the members of our senior leadership team, Yvonne Baruman from Admission and Financial Aid, Jim Marchant, Strategic Initiatives and Community Relations, Alan Omoto, Academic Affairs and Dean of Faculty, Kim Shiner, Advancement and Communications, UJ Sophia, the Weinberg Family Dean of Keck Science Department, Laura Trondle, Chief Operating Officer and Treasurer, and Sandra Vasquez, Vice President of Student Affairs. Next, please join me in welcoming and acknowledging our distinguished college faculty. Without their talent and their sharing their knowledge and expertise, without their passion and compassion, Pitzer would not be Pitzer. And on behalf of the college, I also offer our deep gratitude to Professors Ethel Jorge, Professor of Spanish, Professor Muriel Poston, Professor of Environmental Analysis, Professor Daniel Siegel, Jean Pitzer, Professor of Anthropology and History, and Professor Al Wachtel, Professor of Creative Studies, who are all retiring this year and will join the ranks of our illustrious emeriti faculty. Esteemed faculty colleagues, will you please stand and be recognized? It's always good to cheer for the professors. Grades are in, so you're good. I would like to express my appreciation to the Pitzer College staff members for their dedicated efforts today. In particular, I would like to acknowledge our commencement committee, led by Vice President of Student Affairs Sandy Vasquez, along with Patrice Langevin and Mark Krabach, along with our facilities and food services workers, and a special shout out to the Office of the Registrar. And finally, to all of our colleagues across the college who helped bring together this very beautiful celebration. Each year, the graduating class elects their student marshals. And this year, they have invited and elected Professor Barbara Junisby from Organizational Studies and Professor Linus Yamani from Economics. And our faculty were led today by faculty marshals, Professors Ethel Jorge and Professor Al Wachtel. In addition, our students always select a staff member to be their special guest that really speaks to the spirit of generosity that they have shown our students. And this year, our students have invited and chosen Tasmia Musani, Assistant Dean for Student Success. So in addition to recognizing all of the people in our community, I'd really like to ask our students to please join me in congratulating and thanking our families and our friends whose love and support have played such a crucial role in your journey through your undergraduate years. Can we give them a big cheer? And on behalf of Pitzer College, I thank those many people who have helped make this day possible. So, class of 2023, we are really thankful that you chose to join the Pitzer family. You came here with many talents and lived experiences to share. You join us from over 30 states and many, many countries, including, oops, got this. Did I lose a sheet? Oh my. I'm gonna do this from, is that what, there we go. I knew I had these, this was a test for me. From China and Kenya, India, Japan, Malaysia, Panama, South Africa, and Germany, just to name a few. You also range in age from 20 to 47. 14% of you, yeah, 20 to 47, hold on to that one, right? 14% of you are the first in your immediate family to graduate from college. And by doing that, you really carry the dreams of the generations that precede you. So wherever you're from, and whatever your age, your undergraduate experience here at Pitzer has been unlike any other. Most of you arrived in the fall of 2019. You spent the first semester getting settled in your new home on campus, and then the second semester began and ended almost abruptly as the world faced a global pandemic and radically changed everyone's lives. You had to adapt to remote learning in a world that had been turned upside down. Today, we not only celebrate your great achievements, but we honor the remarkable determination and commitment that you have demonstrated, and all of the accomplishments that bring out the best in Pitzer. Over the 4 years, you have managed through challenges and disruptions that have affected our country and our world, but you chose to continue your Pitzer education. And when we returned to campus, you led the way. You adapted to new health guidelines And you introduced our new campus students to beloved Pitzer traditions like Orientation Adventure, 5C Dining, and all the 5C clubs. You helped really revive campus life. During your time at Pitzer, we have watched you grow as scholars, allies, and advocates. You have earned some of the world's most prestigious awards and fellowships. Among you, we have Fulbright, Watson, and Marshall, just to name a few. All of your efforts have helped to make the college a better place, not only for your classmates, but for generations of Pitzer students who will follow your footsteps across the mounds. As Sagehen student athletes, I got a bunch of them, I see them sitting in the front here, your achievements include the women's soccer team winning its 3rd straight SCIAC tournament, men's cross country becoming NCAA West Region champs, record-setting feats in swim and dive, and there's more. Our football team beat the CMS Stags to earn their first SCIAC program title in program history. And hot off the press, just yesterday, our women's polo team, another championship in the books. Several of our graduates today are members of the Inside Out Pathway to Bachelor's program. These students took classes as Pitzer students while they were incarcerated. As inside students, they shared a classroom with outside students and our professors. This program is an example of what makes a Pitzer education so special. Here, we learn not only with each other, but from each other, and create a better understanding of ourselves and the world. Now, before I introduce our student speakers, I want to just say that it has really been my distinct privilege to serve as the interim president during your final year here at Pitzer. This spring also marked the 60th anniversary of the college. So, class of 2023, 6 decades after founding of our college, your accomplishments and character demonstrate the best of Pitzer, and we are all so very proud of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the senior class speaker, Najat Ali, where come on over here. Najat is graduating today with a degree in Africana Studies and Organizational Studies, both with honors. So please join me in welcoming Najat to the stage. Would you like me to move this?
Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty, staff, family, and distinguished guests. My name is Najat Ali. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm honored here to be standing as a senior class speaker for the graduating class of 2023. Surprise, family. I didn't tell y'all I was doing this, but hey. Before I begin, I would like for us to recognize the Tongva people as our graduation ceremony is being held on their stolen ancestral land. Today, we are here to celebrate our achievements, however, we don't celebrate alone. All 200 of us are a part of diverse communities that have shaped us into who we are today. We are international students, we are student athletes, we are transfer students, RAs, student organizers, and so much more. I want to speak directly to those of you who, like me, are first-gen students. We are the trailblazers in our communities and families, breaking down barriers and creating opportunities for ourselves and those who come after us. We know firsthand the challenges that come with being a first-gen student, from navigating the college application process, battling imposter syndrome once we get here, and dealing with the guilt of not being with our families and communities back home. This is why we should have an incredible sense of pride and accomplishment that comes with earning this degree. We are proof that despite certain things and systems not being built with us in mind, we excel. Can we all give it up for the first-gen students here today? For those of us who come from low-income families, we have faced our fair share of obstacles as well. We know what it's like to struggle and to sacrifice. Balancing school while working multiple jobs was hard, but when that Friday check hit, it made it a little less harder. We continue to hustle because we understand the importance as education to a better life, not just for ourselves, but again, for our families and communities. It wasn't easy to answer those calls, but we did through focusing on our why. I know that my motivation to continue in the tough moments were my 3 younger sisters, Halima, Hiba, and Nura. So thank you guys. For those of us who are immigrants or children of immigrants, we know what it's like to straddle 2 worlds, to be a third culture kid. We have a unique perspective on the challenges and opportunities that come with living in a multicultural society. Like many immigrants, my mother came from her country, Ethiopia, to give us a better life. And Mabet encouraged me to dream, more importantly, dream big. There were not limits to what she thought I could achieve. Her support empowered me to persist in my journey, and her kind gesture of slicing fruits whenever I was stressed, doing homework also empowered me. Thank you, Mom. To the immigrant parents and community here today, I know I speak for all of us when I say we couldn't have done this without y'all, and for that we dedicate this day and this degree to you. There's one last community I want to talk about, the Pitzer community, which we've been a part of for the last 4 years. 1,461 days, 208 weeks, and a lot of hours. I have endless memories of all the late-night study sessions, awkward encounters, weekend shenanigans, and friendships that started with a simple "wanna grab lunch?" Our time here has shown me that our class is resilient. We have faced countless challenges, from academic pressures to a global pandemic. However, we persevered together. Through serving in leadership positions with one another to collaborating on a bunch of projects, our class has contributed to the work of pushing Pitzer to be better, to actually embody the core values we so proudly boast. I've seen many examples of this during my time at Pitzer. CSWA is fighting hard to ensure that our workers, an integral part of our community, are treated with the respect and decency they deserve. And as we recently just learned, Pitzer has conceded to rehire 3 contracted workers that were unrightfully fired as union employees. The Pitzer Black Student Union, a space that is near to my heart, shout out to BSU, all of y'all that are out there, has continued to support Black students at this PWI while also demanding actions from our administration to better support us. Pitzer advocates have continued to provide support for survivors of sexual assault despite an under-resourced Title IX office. I could go on and on. As a first-gen low-income student, I have seen the issues with the administration and the systems in place that uphold these inequities. However, as we move on to become alumni, let's not lose touch with the real community that is here because we're frustrated with the lack of action. Because we need each other. We do not stop being a part of the community just because we are not physically here. We are meant to exist in a collective, and it is through the support and encouragement of those around us that we are able to overcome our most difficult moments. Moreover, it is through the shared experiences with others that we are able to celebrate and enjoy the highest moments in life. So value the communities you come from. As graduates, we have a responsibility to use our education and experiences to make a difference, to break down barriers in hopes of moving a step closer to an equitable society. For those times that make us feel like this goal is impossible, and trust me, those times are inevitable, seek out your community so you can remember why you must continue to make noise. I would like to leave y'all with a quote from a civil rights leader, Bayard Rustin. We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers. Class of 2023, I'm so excited to see what trouble we cause. Congratulations, we did it. Great job, and thank you.
Thank you, Najat, for those wonderful comments, and I can tell by the class's enthusiasm they share that as well. It's now my honor to introduce Anne-Marie Gerlach, who is here to speak on behalf of the Senior Class Gift Committee. Anne-Marie is graduating today with a degree in economics. Please join me as we welcome her to the stage. I'll put this back for you.
All right.
You don't need that one.
My dad taught me to take deep yogic breaths, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Good morning, my fellow soon-to-be graduates, Pitzer faculty, staff, and the greater Pitzer community. As we gather here today for our graduation, I'm reminded of all the hard work, dedication, and perseverance that has led us to this moment. We've come a long way since our first days on this campus, and I couldn't be more proud to stand here before you as your senior class president. Our time at Pitzer has been marked by growth, learning, and unforgettable experiences. We made lasting memories from our first attempts to walk on the slack line, to meeting at the Pitzer clock tower on Wednesdays, and simply hanging out on the mounds wearing our offensively bright orange Pitzer merch. We've had our shares of successes and setbacks, but through it all, we've shown resilience and determination. As we prepare to take our next steps, I know that we're ready for whatever comes our way. And let's be real for a second. We're the class that deserves a pat on the back for making it this far. Let me remind you of some of our greatest hits. We survived a horrendous windstorm last year. RIP the big tree on the mounds, love that one. The cancellation and resurrection of Student Talk. And of course, everyone's favorite, receiving Melvin Oliver's email that we'd be having a 54-week spring break in 2020. We've earned our diplomas and our right to sit here under this beautiful circus tent. And I mean that in the most positive way. Don't hate on this tent, okay? But before we leave this campus, there's one more thing we will do: give back. As a senior class, we have the opportunity to leave a lasting impact on Pitzer and the community we call home. And that's why I'm honored to announce that our senior class gift this year will be donated to the First Gen Fund. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, she's asking us for money. Oh, but hear me out. Philanthropy isn't just about throwing cash at something. It's about investing in the future, in the potential of others, and in the betterment of our community. Go philanthropy. Many of us have experienced firsthand the challenges and obstacles that come with pursuing higher education. That's why donating to the First Gen Fund is so meaningful. It's a way for us to give back, to support those who come after us, and create a more equitable and inclusive world. So let's celebrate our achievements, and let's also remember that our journey here has been possible because of the support of others. As we prepare to leave Pitzer and enter the world as Pitzer alumni, it's our duty to pay it forward, whether it's through philanthropy, volunteering, or simply making someone smile. We have the power to make a positive impact. Our senior class gift is about the values we uphold and the legacy that we leave behind, and I couldn't be more proud of us for choosing to support the First Gen Fund at Pitzer. Let's continue to make a difference. Our story doesn't stop here, it's just the beginning. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your senior class president. Congrats!
This was a very good tee shot. Thank you very much for that, Anne Marie. Because our next speaker at the podium, I'd like to invite Pitzer's Alumni Board President, Diana Bobb, who is with us today. Diana, you can start to come on down here. Diana graduated in 2002 with a degree in anthropology and environmental studies. Following that, she went on to law school and earned a Juris Doctorate degree with a certificate in environmental law from Lewis and Clark Law School. Today, Diana manages her own law firm, Native Law, which is a Seattle-based law firm. And today, she is here with a special greeting from the Alumni Association.
Hello, my fellow alumni. Provided you can walk across the stage today, I am here with a very narrow task, and that is to welcome you to the dynamic group of nearly 60 years of Pitzer College alumni. You've had an opportunity to learn from our amazing faculty, who I know have expanded your minds, challenged your capacity for patience, but also forced you to grow. You've had time to spend with one another, a little in person, a lot virtually, and then you came back and you were able to connect with other students from the other Claremont colleges. I hope that you're able to reflect on the amazing capacity that you've gained by having this Pitzer education, and as you go forward living your life, setting, accomplishing, and falling short of your goals, please remember there is a network of like-minded alumni waiting to support your efforts, challenge your expectations, offer referrals, and provide a network for opportunities. However, we cannot do this unless you choose to reach out to us. Please, as you leave campus today, remember this college and remember that there are so many more Pitzer people out there. Make an effort to connect with us, and we cannot wait to learn how the Pitzer values unfold in your lives. Thank you very much, and welcome, Pitzer alumni.
Getting good at this. Okay, Diana, thank you. So now it is my pleasure to introduce our 2023 commencement speaker, Nadia Murad. A human rights activist and recipient of the 2018 Nobel Peace Prize, Nadia is a leading advocate for survivors of genocide and sexual violence. Her New York Times best-selling memoir, The Last Girl, My Story of Captivity and My Fight Against the Islamic State, is a harrowing account of the genocide against the Yazidi people, an ethnic religious minority in Iraq, and Nadia's imprisonment by the so-called Islamic State, ISIS. Nadia's peaceful life was brutally disrupted in 2014 when ISIS attacked her homeland in Sinjar with the goal of ethnically cleansing all the Yazidis from Iraq. After escaping captivity, Nadia began speaking out on behalf of her community and survivors of sexual violence worldwide. Today, Nadia is the president and chairwoman of Nadia's Initiative, which actively works to persuade governments and international organizations to support the sustainable redevelopment of the Yazidi homeland, as well as survivors of sexual violence globally. In 2016, she became the first UN Goodwill Ambassador for the dignity of survivors of human trafficking. That year, she was also awarded the European Václav Havel Award for Human Rights and the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought. In 2018, she was honored with the Nobel Peace Prize with Dr. Denis Mukwege. Together, they founded the Global Survivors Fund, and in 2019, Nadia was appointed UN Sustainable Development Goals Advocate. In her capacity as a member of the French Gender Advocacy Council, Nadia has advocated for G7 member states to adopt legislation that protects and promotes women's rights. Nadia has worked with the German mission to the United Nations to pass a UN Security Council resolution which expands the UN's commitment to end sexual violence in conflict. Please join me, the Pitzer community, in welcoming Nadia Murad as our commencement speaker.
Good morning, class of 2023. Good morning, parents, teachers, and everyone here who has supported these students through kindergarten, classroom, and finally to commencement. What an achievement. I am delighted and honored to be giving the address today. I hope that over the next few minutes, I can offer you some words of advice and encouragement as you wave goodbye to college and head out onto life's open road. People often ask me what it takes to be an activist. Young people in particular, people like you, with passion, with convictions, with hope. They ask, what does it take to change the world? It is something I have thought about hard over the last 8 years. My path to activism was through pain and trauma. That is not something that I wish for anyone. Instead, I think there are two tools you need as you work for justice and peace: community and determination. Many of you know my story, what happened to me and other Yazidis at the hands of the Islamic State almost a decade ago. I have talked about the details of that trauma more times than I can remember. Sometimes I tell the story like I'm fighting in a war. Sometimes I tell the story becomes a manifesto. Other times I almost can't control it. My story pours out of me. It is pure emotion. To be honest, I have not always wanted to talk about that part of my story in my life, particularly as I get older and those horrible days becomes thankfully more distant. I'm married now and I am soon to be a college graduate. Although I know healing myself, my family, and my community is an ongoing process, there is still trauma, but there's also still happiness. There's also hope. Telling my story of abuse and assault has also changed the way I view the world. It has connected me to thousands of survivors from all around the world. People of all genders, speaking different languages, from different backgrounds, every age. People who have their own stories of making it through dark times. Other survivors. There are so many of us. My sadness and trauma has given me a community. It is one of many communities I consider myself a part of now. Some I made for myself, and some I have been invited into. The Islamic State tried to eradicate my first community, the Yazidis, that I had grown up with and expected to live with for the rest of my life happily, more than happily, ecstatically at home. ISIS wanted to defeat us through murder, violence, rape, and eventually through displacement. At first, it seemed like they might succeed. Even those of us who escaped feel defeated, crammed together in refugee camps, or flown away to whatever country was kind enough to take us. But there are some things not even genocide can break. The bond I feel with my Yazidi community and other communities in Iraq, like the bond I feel with other survivors, it is in my bones. It cannot be destroyed. The people who aimed to destroy us didn't count on that bond. They didn't count that on our trauma intensifying that bond. They didn't count on their crimes making our community stronger. They could not have imagined what every survivor knows, that our determination to change ourselves and the world grows from their determination to stop us. What does it take for me to be an activist? There was never any other option. For the past 8 years, I have worked with survivors, other survivors, to rebuild our homeland. Many people supported us, but just as many tried to stop us. Countless people told me that rebuilding the Yazidi homeland was a foolish mission. They laughed at me. They closed the door on me. They refused to take my calls. Yazidis need to give up on Sinjar, they said. There is still a threat. It is not safe. It is not worth. We understand, they said, that the camps are difficult, but surely it is better to live as a displaced person or a refugee than live in a place like Sinjar. Why do you even want to return? They would ask me. What is there? There's no oil in Sinjar. There's no money. There are barely roads. There is barely life. It is a lost cause, they said. But let me tell you, when you are in a room with people who think they have power over you, whether it is because they are older, or you are a woman, or you are Iraqi, or for countless reasons, there is always a reason. They are telling you to give up for one reason. They don't want you to try. These people with the so-called power, they're scared of you because you have determination, because you can see a future that they cannot, because you have a plan. Everyone here today studied for a reason. You woke up early and went to sleep late with books on your laps for a reason. I know that feeling myself very well. You feel strongly about something. You want to be a part of a better world. You want to know how to change the world. Knock on the senator's door. Protest at the billionaire's house. Travel far away and document the injustice you see no matter who tells you to stop. People in power will use any tool to get you to stop. They will laugh at you. They will tell you that you are too young, that your idealism and determination will fade with time, that you are impractical, that you are rude. It won't matter if you get older. It won't even matter if you win the Nobel Prize. Years ago, I was a young Yazidi woman, demanding meetings with the highest-ranking officials in Iraq and around the world. Those who cared about the future of Iraq and survivors of sexual assault let me in. They listened to me, and very often they helped. But some of the so-called authorities only saw me as a challenge to their own power. They did everything to show me that I was out of my depth. My achievements and my history meant nothing to these people. To them, I was just a young woman from a religious minority with no business being in their office and demanding their time. And beautiful Sinjar, my Sinjar and the Sinjar of my family, my ancestors, the Sinjar of our holy places was a lost cause. I didn't listen. I didn't give up. I was persistent. I was young. I knew what I was doing. And years later, Sinjar is in its way of being reborn. We have a hospital and schools. We're building centers for women, not only Yazidi women, but any women who want to visit. My hometown, Kojo, is being transformed into a genocide museum. Homes for my family and our neighbors are being rebuilt nearby. They said we couldn't do it. They said no, or they said nothing. They threatened us. They insulted us, but we didn't give up. While world leaders are failing to take action, my brother survivor community works to make sure that sexual violence cannot be used as a weapon of war. My greater refugee community works to make sure that refugees' rights are respected. My Yazidi community works to rebuild Sinjar. So for me, it helps to remember when I give a speech, when I'm in a meeting, when I visit the UN, that there are these groups of people as determined and as impassioned as I am behind me as I am behind them. Remember that when you fight for what you believe in. Find your tribe, find your community, your family, your college. That is a community. People sitting next to you right now. But I would encourage you to think of community beyond just where you grew up and where you went to school. Think like refugees, people who lose their homes and are flung to the four corners of the earth have much to teach us. Reach your hands out beyond the borders of race and religion. Build your communities and invite others in. Church them, there is strength in numbers. Hold those people who share your mission in a tight embrace. But even if you are alone, do not give up. One thing I know for sure after years of activism is that you have the power, young people. People with vision, people who don't take no for an answer. People with open minds, people who work hard, who are curious, people who ask questions, people who stand up to those who wish to intimidate them. You have the power to change things. If a girl like me, who was raised on a small farm by a single mother in a remote village, can make a change, I know you can too. How you do that, it's up to you. But I have faith that you will figure it out. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia, for those powerful words. You're an inspiration, and it's an honor to have you here with us today. So at this time, in the extent that you are able, I ask the class to please stand. And now, Interim President Klein, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I have the great honor to present the candidates here today, together with those who are unable to attend, who are receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts. After presenting the class today, each student will be recognized individually on the stage.
All right, I like this height in here. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts. This is that moment. Move your tassels from the right to the left. And please be seated. Thanks for that. I know.
All right. Will the graduates please move forward to receive their degrees? Allegra Abrazizi. Massimo Abrazizi. Sally Abraham. Sophie Adler. Amun Ahmud. Seiji Akira. Niela Akaban. Nayab Ali. Najat Ibrahim Ali. Ahmed Al-Khatib. Emilia Alonso. Cherise Mila Andaya. Sophie Aarons. Ariane. Dominic Arzadon. Shanti Ashley. Lila Avendano Dreyfus. Patria Aziz. Solange Coco Baker. Fiona Baller. Maximilian Barnett Bass. Sanjuna Bhatnagar. David Bedrosian. Nikodem Jan Besiga. Jordan Bolag. Deja Diamonique Bradley. Sophia Greco Brill. Jacob Alexander Britton. Damian Vincent Busby. Danny Camarena. Adam Matthew Camargo. Jacqueline Campos Arajo. Romy Camden. Matthew S. Carlson. Landon Carter. Brittany Judith Casillas. Matthias Aslan Ceccarelli. Aloha Sarat. Alexis Chen. Brian Cheng. Hava Hasina Shishti. Andrew Choi. Tegan Simring. Sophia Rochelle Cohen. Cecilia Compton. Lucy Aline Conover. Stella Cook. Duffy Cooper Carr. Paulina Correa. Shauna K. Kota. Flannery Benning Daly Watson. Sophia Datta. Ann L. Davenport. Candace Davis. Izzy Hartokolis Dean. Mary Odell Dodge DeBruin. Elizabeth Decker. Arjun Diol. Reina Desai. Kieran Cecilia Dickey. Corinne Dotz. Jessica Carolyn Drapkin. Alyssa Dunn. Clayton Douglas Durning. Sabina Eastman. Darcy Edmondson. Christopher Estrada Salazar. Angel Andanas Feliz Norberto. Zachary Feinberg. Anna Fishman. Sage Haviland Fletcher. Gabriel Z. Fradkin. Joseph A. Frankel. Citlali Franquez. Chloe Freeling-Heisen. Jack Friedman. Natasha Gardner Feltman. May Garland. Briggs Luke Garrison. Anne Marie Gerlach. James Gernstein. Sydney Elizabeth Gertas. Amanda Gomez. Nina Maria Gonchova. Maya Marie Goodwin. Robert Green Jr. Indira Shoshana Grief. Ellie Griffin. Vivek Gujarati. Amaya Gustav. Mauricio Guzman. Lillian Hachi. Nathaniel Ellis Lasher Homilme. Abigail Gwen Han. Lucas Quimby Harris. Leah D. Haverkamp. Hudson Hennig. Mateo Enriquez. Vedika Himasinka. Cameron Holly Howard. Bianca Rosalie Howell. Bella Hubbard. Sierra Hubbard Salk. Marin Hudson. Juliana Huang. Clara Morrison Jacobs. Quentin Jenkins Jr. Kelsey Jimenez. Maya Johnson. Kelly Kwangsu Joe. Maya Johnson. Ivy Seabrook Carrington Jones. Jayun Young. Ayushi Bimo Kapudia. Galen Kelly. Catherine Lily Cavell. Riley. There we go. Tavi Wolf Kirschenbaum. Jordan Klein. Muhima Kumar. Shelby Mawina Kwawu. There are several individuals who completed their Pitzer degree through our Pathway to BA program this year. They are not here today, but are participating in a parallel ceremony at the California Rehabilitation Center in Norco. I will now recognize those graduates. James Nicholas Avila. Bernard Hernandez. Stephen Lee Jennings. Devin O'Neill Rose. And now we'll return to the students here today. Stephanie Arlene Larson. Ophelia Lee. Walter Mangu Lee. Layla Leslie. Maya Levine. Robert Benjamin Levine. Annie Jones Lewis. Johnson Lee. Esther Ka K. Liu. Ryan Lillestrand. Carolyn Carol Liu. Jorge Angel Lizarraga. Augustine Apolinario Flores Lodise. Graham Logan. Theo Isabella Longboy. Chuchao Ma. Alexandra Jean McDonald. Iditi Maddock. Liam Madigan. Timothy Mengen. Brittany M. Martecorena. Nathan Rolo Martin. Benjamin Christian Martinez. Thomas Merced Martinez. Clara McGilly. Robert Bruce McMonnies. Katie Metchek. Finley Wolf Melankoff. Blake Migden. Caleb Milliken. Elijah Molenkamp. Morgan Camille Monjos, sorry about that. Brianna Moreno Alcazar. Cooper Morrison. Miles Moradian. Caitlin Murdoch. Michelle Maturi. Isabel Beatriz Navarrete. Rhea Nebgan Diaz La Cuna. Jacob Neville. Keely Nguyen. Nguyen Thu Min An. David Nichols. Patricia Ann Nunez. Khalid Mohammed Omer. Cesar Ortiz Alvarez. Shelby Mako Ottenheim. Simone Paradis. Allison Anna Pardo. Laurel Ann Park. Miles Wilson Parker. Karina Parmar. Kyler McRae Paris. Andrea Udashevsky Perry. Davi Felgun Patel. Christian Patron. Isabella Pridarajita. Garrett Pittman. Shraria Poeti. Maxwell Friedman Pollock. Isabella Stella Te Polalas. Atlas Lombardi Pike. Eleanor Ann Quam. Sergio Quechol. Arun Ramakrishna. Daniel Ramkumar. Elliot Raskin. Terry Edward Reed. Shay Margaret Eifert. Maxwell Richmond. Alexa Robbins. Ty Rocker. Crystal Rodriguez. Olivia Rosenberg Chavez. Ella Rosenblatt. Molly Ramin Rosenblum. Mark Rothkin. Wyatt Ruth. Juan Santos Rosas. Sora Sato. Riley Scaff. Layla Jessica Scarborough Scarf. Georgia James Scott and Diego. Ethan Shank. Gabriel Thomas Sherman. McKenna Shipman. Angelina Ami Shiraishi. Marcel Simon. Brian Simpkins. Marissa Singh. Henry Smith. Hezekiah Smithstein. Anna Solomon. Kian Sultani. Sophie Steger. Cameron Stockford. Aurora Strauss Reeves. Tenzin Seifel Strickland. Shannon Sopizio. Vincent James Sutton. Ungaya Louis Nieli Shuai. Max Sweeney. Tiffany Weissam Tan. Shia Teresa Taylor Jackson. Yvette Torres. Micah Tratt. Reese Carmen Uteda. Tessa Van Buren. Arlo Van Loo. Anton Cyril Ben Scheik. Zoe Vavrick. Jocelyn Vega Obledo. Jennifer Vidal. Louisa Ray Viemeister. Jingser Wong. Mickey Nanena Waring. Aaron Wazana. Tatiana Wells. Benjamin Willett. Annie Wilson. Isabel Wilson. Natasha Wong. Sebastian Wood. Jocelyn Aaron Yale. Jayon. Aoi Yasuda. Juliet Yusuf. Dahlia Bess Zale. Yishe Ja. I'm going to announce one name that did not get projected, and it's Riley Kinlaw. Turn it back over to you. I'm going to turn things back over to President Klein for the charge to the class.
That was great, by the way. Congratulations. Okay, there's a lot of excitement. I can feel it. And guess what? It's only about a minute and a half left. So you ready? So as we near the end of this ceremony, it is my honor to fulfill a long-standing Pitzer tradition and to offer a charge to the graduating class. I will start by echoing from a line from our keynote speaker, Nadia Murad's 2018 Nobel Peace Prize speech. She said, "Education plays an essential role in nurturing civilized societies that believe in tolerance and peace. As Pitzer graduates, as critical thinkers and solution seekers, you have an essential role to play in that vision. I challenge you to take all that knowledge and skill that you have learned at Pitzer and all the courage and compassion you've shown to nurture a more inclusive society, a society where we truly listen to one another, where we explore and test ideas while seeking new perspectives, a society that cultivates a sense of belonging and community. It is a great challenge. Yet, I see how your tremendous talents and great fortitude have already opened doors to a world of new possibilities. And right now, I see you surrounded by your professors, by your family and your friends, holding your new Pitzer College diplomas. Yep. It is a vision that fills me with pride and with hope. And so, my friends, I present to all of you the remarkable Pitzer class of 2023.